No, I mean they're a good defensive football team. They've been like that my entire career, and Coach McDermott does a great job of getting the guys in the right spots and the guys make plays. So it's a good football team, and they got us today.
You got to go with more?
Just obviously regular season. This is I believe you're undefeated in Orchard Park for today. How does that go with the mindset? Just first loss of the season. Just moving forward. How do you just tell motivate the guys to just
Yeah, I mean you can use it as fuel. I mean, like I said, it's a good football team, so I mean, nothing to hang your head on. I'm losing to them, but we feel like we can play better. So we'll get back to work and try to use this as a spark so that we can be a better football team in the end. And the undefeated thing was cool, but that's not our ultimate goal. So we'll keep building towards that. Yeah, no, that was a great football play. I mean, I've seen the play that they ran. I saw it on the field, and I mean, that was not really an option. That's just a guy making a play in a big moment. And so whenever the play's not there, he does a great job of making plays happen. And I mean, that's what he did on that last play. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of do or die. You gotta score, or the game's going to be over. And so we turned it on as an offense, and we were able to get down there and score a touchdown. But it wasn't enough today, and we got to have a better sense of urgency, or I have to have a better sense of urgency throughout the entire game. The first one or the second one? I saw a guy wide open. I just got hit and threw it 3 feet over his head, so I just can't do that. I mean, you don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that it is a benefit. I mean, I'm not going to say we were relaxed, but at the same time, I feel like we were just coming away with these wins at the end of the game, and I think it's going to spark us to have more urgency, especially at the start of football games, especially with the offense, and that comes from me. And turning the ball over on the first drive is something you can't do in big games like this, and so the hope is that this is a spark for us, that we can play better football going throughout the rest of the regular season and into the postseason. No, not in a sense. I mean, you hope you have the same result to end it. I'll say that. But at the end of the day, and that's a really good football team. It's going to take your best football to beat great football teams, and we didn't play our best football today, and they went out there and beat us. I mean, that's how it rolls in the NFL, and so all the respect to them, man. That's going to be a good football team that we'll probably see again. I mean, it's probably just me just throwing it more inbounds to the guy that's wide open for a touchdown. So if I throw it inbounds, it's a walk-in touchdown, and I just have to be better there. No, I don't think it did. I mean, I think more than anything, I think there was a confidence that we were going to make it happen at the end of games. I mean, whenever games are close, it can go one way. A guy like Josh can make a play, and then the game's kind of, in a sense, over. And so just trying to find ways to win games by not always one score, find ways to have more urgency throughout the entire game will be important for us to kind of go about going into this next week. It's always a couple plays. I mean, like you said, the throw to Xavier, I keep that in bounds, get a touchdown on that drive. Maybe I call protection wrong, get a free rusher, and kind of stalls out a drive. Or if a play here or there, that's kind of the difference of these games that we're playing. It's not like, I mean, it's two good football teams, and today Josh makes the play and we didn't. And so all credit to them, man. Like I said, it's a great football team, and it's all about a couple plays here and there that change the outcome of the game. Yeah, I thought offensively we did a good job spreading the football around. Xavier came out hot, making plays. Hopefully we can keep him more involved throughout the entirety of the game. That goes with me giving him chances. But other guys stepped up. Noah, 2 touchdowns. Peyton with a big catch down in the red zone. you got to have that, and I think that's something that we can build on, as well as just getting the entire offense going. I mean, you see when we're rolling, we're hard to stop. It's just we have to have consistency throughout the entire.
The Kansas City Chiefs finally lost, falling 30-21 to the Buffalo Bills in Week 11. Their 15-game winning streak was broken in the road contest with their biggest rival. The back-and-forth affair featured 4 first-half lead changes, but Buffalo was able to keep the lead for the entire second half. While it is their first loss in over a year, there is blame to be spread around. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs' defense, and Travis Kelce are most to blame for the loss. The Chiefs started the game with the ball and Mahomes immediately threw an interception. The Bills scored but missed the extra point, so it was 6-0. Xavier Worthy scored to make it 7-6, followed closely by a James Cook score that gave the lead back to Buffalo. Noah Gray's first of the game gave KC the lead back before Tyler Bass made it 16-14 at the half. The Chiefs could not get the ball moving in the second half, letting Josh Allen roll down the field on 2 touchdown drives that clinched the game. The AFC West is still in control, so there is no reason to panic if you are a Chiefs fan. The number 1 seed, however, is now in the hands of the Bills. One more loss from Kansas City and Buffalo could be atop the AFC standings. This game will impact how January plays out, so the blame is big for these parties. The game started with another Patrick Mahomes interception. He now has 10 on the season, his 4th straight season with double-digit picks. While he is still one of the best quarterbacks anyone has ever seen, the turnovers have to slow down for the Chiefs to have success. This pick put all of the momentum in the Bills' court and changed the game. The Chiefs' offense was still not the most efficient in this game. They scored only 1 touchdown in the second half and could not keep the ball away from Allen. Even after a 9-0 start, there is a lot to clean up for Mahomes and the offense. They have not been great all season, but it finally came back to bite them in the biggest game of the season. Mahomes also deserves a little bit of blame for a puzzling extra point decision at the end of the game. The Chiefs scored a touchdown to cut the lead to 23-20. Instead of going for 2 to make it a 1-point game, they kicked the extra point. When the Bills scored, it made the lead 9 points and insurmountable. Andy Reid shoulders most of that blame. However, the Chiefs were 9-0 because of their defense and special teams. They were elite in both facets, winning games with interceptions and blocked field goals. Week 11 was not that kind of game for the Chiefs, as Josh Allen did everything he wanted to do in this game. Khalil Shakir had 8 catches, Curtis Samuel caught 5 of his 6 targets, and Josh Allen running the ball is one of the most efficient plays in all of football. He tucked it 12 times for 55 yards, both team highs, and a touchdown. After losing L'Jarius Sneed to the Titans, the Chiefs turned to Shamari Connor at cornerback, and it did not work in this matchup. Trent McDuffie was solid on his side, but Allen picked on Connor all night long. The good news for this defense is that their schedule lightens up significantly coming up. The Chiefs stay on the road and face the Panthers next Sunday. And then they host the Raiders on Black Friday. It is not until December 8th that they play another solid offense in the Los Angeles Chargers. They have 2 weeks to figure it out before that big divisional game. Travis Kelce is the leading receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs with just 499 yards on the season. He has 60 receptions. More than double Kareem Hunt, who is in second. With the Rashee Rice injury, that is not terribly surprising. But given how bad Kelce has been in multiple games this season, it is surprising. He did it again on Sunday, catching 2 balls for 8 yards. Week 11 was the 5th game of the season where Kelce had under 35 yards. If Mahomes is going to win another Super Bowl without a true number 1 receiver, Kelce cannot be invisible in big games like this. While it is impossible to keep up the pace he set last week, 14 catches for 100 yards, it has to be better than Sunday. The Chiefs are not the offense they once were, largely because Kelce is not what he once was. The 1972 Dolphins can pop their champagne, as they will remain the only team to finish the season undefeated. With their undefeated season and 15-game winning streak snapped, the Chiefs play the Panthers in Week 12. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes' lack of connection with rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy downfield continued in Week 11. But Mahomes took the blame for a key missed deep shot against the Buffalo Bills in which Worthy couldn't get his feet in bounds after running wide open across the field. It's probably just me throwing it more in bounds to the guy that's wide open for a touchdown. I have to be better there, Mahomes said post-game on November 17, via Jordan Foote of Kansas City Chiefs on SI. The missed opportunity between Mahomes and Worthy was on a 2-and-10 play in the second quarter in which Worthy ran a crosser and found himself with lots of space to operate. Mahomes threw it to Worthy but led him too much toward the sideline. As a result, Worthy only got 1 foot in bounds. Moments after the incompletion, a fight between a Chiefs and Bengals player broke out and offsetting penalties forced a replay of down anyway. Still, another missed deep shot between Mahomes and Worthy left Chiefs Kingdom wanting more from the two players for yet another week. In the Week 11 loss to the Bills, which ended Kansas City's 9-game win streak, Mahomes completed 23 of 33 pass attempts for 196 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Veteran running back Kareem Hunt led the Chiefs' backfield with 14 carries for 60 yards. Buffalo QB Josh Allen completed 27 of 40 pass attempts for 262 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and was also the Bills' leading rusher with 55 yards on the ground and had 1 rushing touchdown. Receiver Khalil Shakir led the team in catches, 8, and receiving yards, 70. Yes, I'm a sore loser, and it'll be a long week of the national media trashing the Chiefs, but just remember, 1. Allen is 0-3 versus us in the postseason, and 2. If we fix the issues, we very well can go back to back-to-back, another person wrote. One difference between the Bills and the Chiefs in these regular season games is that Josh Allen runs with reckless abandon. Patrick Mahomes doesn't run like that until the postseason. Different mindset. Not an excuse, just a reality, Adam Best of Arrowhead Addict wrote. I can't speak for the rest of #Chiefs Kingdom, but regular season games rarely affect me anymore in the Mahomes/Reed era, another person wrote. It's all about the playoffs for this #Chiefs team, and they've proven they can win at home or on the road. The Kansas City Chiefs lost a tough road game to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday afternoon, dropping to 9-1 on a 30-21 loss that was capped by Buffalo quarterback Josh Allen rolling through the entire defense for a 26-yard score to all but end the game and Kansas City's undefeated season. Just the same, it was the kind of back-and-forth game we're used to seeing from these two rivals, even though the final score wasn't as close as we usually see.